I see the 43 range as the perfect in-between of what your wife thinks you need, which is the normal C-Class, and you know, no one needs more than just the diesel C-Class, and the car that is the be-all and end-all C63 mad sideways thing. This is the perfect in-between. It's the... So guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are in the new C43 AMG, one of the world's most controversial performance cars out at the moment. I'm going to understand why. I don't get it. The world needs to push on. I appreciate that things are very different in the AMG lineup, but is it as bad as you say it is, as the world thinks it is at the moment? I want to find out for myself. A V8 lover and a lover of really stupid big engines. Is the new 2-litre turbocharged, electric turbocharged AMG C43, is it any good? Is it a proper AMG car? If I was on the internet and looking at other people's reviews and stuff, I would probably think not, but today I want to find out for myself. The car itself is thankfully brought to us by Esplanade on the Isle of Wight. Massive thank you to the guys there. They have let me loose in this car today to see what it is like. Leave a good comment below. Tell me if I'm wrong, but watch the video fully and understand this car before you make a judgment. Right, I'm going to level with you guys. I get it. Coming from a 4-litre, coming from a 6.2-litre V8, a 2-litre turbocharged AMG C-Class seems a little bit like, what have you done? And I get it, I understand, I see where people are coming from. It sounds on paper like the world's gone mad, like AMG have, do you know what, they've given up and they're like, nah, we don't do big engines anymore, don't worry about it, powerful stuff isn't our thing, electric, blah, blah, blah. That's not what's going on here. I've literally been in this car for 15 minutes. Already I understand what's happening here. Here's the issue. Now, C63s and A45s and all these other hot variants of AMG products that I've driven in the past, there's always a drawback. And the drawback is the daily ability of that car, the softness of the seats, which genuinely isn't there in the bucket seat variants of the AMG products. It has the softer, more old manish, I'm going to say, seats that I prefer. So this hasn't got the crazy bucket seats you'll see in the C63. It has the nicer, in my opinion, AMG leather seats, because this is actually a AMG Premium Plus car. So it has a pan roof. It basically has everything that you could get on a C43 these days. But that has nothing to do with the engine whatsoever. So why am I bringing that up? Well, the package comes as a package. So if you can save a bit of money on your petrol, you can understand that technology is going forward, this is where this car becomes understandable, in my opinion. Now bear with me on this one. Again, watch the video because I understand it. So I've just opened the pan roof out to give us a little bit more noise from that exhaust. Here's the thing. Ford have given up on the RS, the Fiesta ST is gone, other variants like Type Rs are still hanging in there by Honda, thank God. Cars are dying, and if AMG and Mercedes themselves can give us something that does everything as a tool, this is where I'm going to go with this video. I think the understanding of this car is very different to the execution, because as other automakers die out their performance cars, AMG themselves are giving you something, yes, a little bit softer, but a little bit more dailyable, which is exactly what this car is. We will just now close that large panoramic sunroof because it is noisy, very, very noisy. So basically, here's what's going on. It's a detuned variant, 2-litre turbocharged engine. That isn't the controversial bit, how soft an AMG car could be, because I'm lazy and I like soft car. And I appreciate hard cars when they need to be hard, but not when you're going through town and it's just like literally destroying your back. That's not the issue that people have with this car. The issue is the power plant. That's people's issue. I don't get it. Here's why. The 2-litre turbocharged engine in this car is phenomenal. It is electrically turbocharged now, so as you have a little bit of road, second gear, instant power, Jesus Christ. An electric turbocharged, and I'm going to say this is a completely alien thing to me because I like old cars. I get turbo lag, I get anti-lag, I get it all. This just hasn't got any of that. It's got instant throttle response, and 408, they claim over 400 horsepower, 408, 404, depending on who you ask, over 400 horsepower from a 2-litre electrically turbocharged engine. There is a mild hybrid system in this as well that does help a lot, and it's 4-wheel drive, and we do have 4-wheel steering. I will get onto that in a minute when we get down some really tight B roads. Now, you say it's the soft version of C63. Couldn't afford a C63. I've seen the comments, I get it. But for me, like, cars like this, I completely understand because it's the middle ground. It's the Golf GTI of the C63. The C63 being an R. Well, this is the GTI version, isn't it? And I claim that the GTI, the Golf GTI, is the best car, or one of the best hot hatches, in my opinion, that you could buy. So I don't understand why when AMG try and do a, not a softer, but, you know, still a compatible version of the AMG, previously drove the V6 variant, so the previous generation to this C43, and I absolutely loved it. I thought it was a great car. Yes, you don't have the thicker, bigger bodywork that you get on a C63, but to be honest, it was such a good dailyable car. You saw past all that, and this is exactly what's happening here. We will, of course, put it in Sport Plus. It is in Sport Plus. You've got a couple of cracks and bangs from piped in engine notes. That power comes so instantly, I can't even fathom how quickly this thing goes. It is like an electric car. It feels electrified, which is what it is. It's an electric turbocharger. Good corner here, third gear, tight round there. That rear wheel steer, I can feel it because I drive so many cars. I can feel that. And that bump there, I've been over that in proper AMG cars. And my God, my arse come out of the seat, I've hit my head on the bloody sunroof. If you want a CC3, buy CC3, I get it. But like, don't discount the 43. I said this in the last video, like, what an epic car this is. Inside we have the new layout of the C-Class, and it is such a nice place to be in here. The center screen, you can cycle through and do tons of different things. This is currently in AMG mode, the way I would constantly have this car. And as you rev through the gears, it comes to warn you, flash of red as you go through the gears. Such a cool look and feel just from that screen in front of you. You have a fantastic heads-up display. You can actually change this through different versions of heads-up display, so we currently have it in an AMG mode. And of course, yes, as you can hear in the background of this video, it does pipe in sound. All cars do that. It's just the way it is now. That's just the way automakers do stuff. I am going to put my hands up and say I'm not the biggest fan. Again, I like old cars, so I don't really get that you would want to pipe a sound into the car, but I understand other people might like it. The center screen as well, surrounded by carbon fiber, is such a lovely instrument to just do things like turn the air conditioning up and down. You've got home screen, you've got everything. It's just such a nice piece in front of you, like a large iPad, like most cars are getting these days. The steering wheel and how it feels in my palm, it feels like a genuine product, this. And I know I know the comments are going to be rife on this video with people telling me I am full of absolute nonsense as usual and I'm completely wrong and I should go and get my head looked at. I don't see it, mate. If I was dailying an AMG car, it would be a 43 model. It wouldn't be the C63. It wouldn't be the 63 of any of them. I've driven them and they're just too stiff for me. Maybe I'm too old these days, but I see the 43 range as the perfect in-between of what your wife thinks you need, which is the normal C-Class, and you know, no one needs more than just the diesel C-Class, and the car that is the be-all and end-all C63 mad sideways thing. This is the perfect in-between. It's the comfy motorway cruiser. It does MPG. The charge is going up as we slow down right now. It's still showing 141 miles in the petrol tank, and I've been on it for hours. It is just the tool that does everything. I have not once thought, oh, my back hurts in this, which is what I felt in other AMG models. Oh, the suspension's so crashy, I hate it. I just haven't felt that in this car. So, I'm going to say it again. Sorry if this has wound any of you up, but I feel like someone needs to say it. These bigger journalists, these bigger places that do insane cars all the time. Mate, I daily drive a cheap Lexus. Like, I can see the value in a car and I can see why they've done this, so I get it straight away. And I know, sorry about the waffle, but I feel like these cars, it's underappreciated. It really is just like the last generation was. And just because it's not a fire-breathing version of the AMG and they all should be tight and have bucket seats and blah, 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 doesn't make it a bad car. If anything, it makes it more desirable to people like me that are proper lazy when I'm driving. And I just want a fast car, but a comfy car, one that does good MPG, just like the whole full circle of what I think a car should be like. There's no drawback here. And you can call the 2-litre turbocharged engine a drawback. It ain't. It's so fast, it's so instant with its power, and what people haven't realised is that cars like this have kept the AMG name alive. It means the next generation can become AMG cars. These cars can still run 400 horsepower, no worries whatsoever, and they're insanely fast at the same time with that electric turbocharger. And one day, hopefully, I'm able to own a car like this. I think these are absolutely fantastic. It's the tool that everybody actually needs in daily life. And again, tell me how wrong I am in the comments below, because it's all a laugh. We are here for fun. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one.